I'm telling you, Elon Musk just dodged a bullet, a big bullet, by way of one Don Lemon. I think he knows it. He's actually comparing Don Lemon to this little girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka.
Goose! Gooses! Geeses! I want a bean feast.
Okay, here we go. This is the tweet from Elon Musk, who is in these negotiations, apparently, with Don Lemon, and the verdict was Don Veruca Salt Lemon. Veruca Salt. So again, for those of you who do not know, she was a character in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and she was this greedy, greedy little girl who wanted this and this and this and this and this. And it turns out, well, Don Lemon is like a greedy little girl who wants this and this and this and this. Like, a lot. I'm looking at this list. This was reported first by the New York Post. Apparently, he wanted a Tesla Cybertruck, and he wanted a private plane to Vegas for himself and his boyfriend, and all their expenses and drinks and etc. covered in Vegas for some meeting that they were supposed to have. He also wanted $8 million plus a $5 million advance. And then I think here's the one that really got to Elon. It got to him that he wanted to somehow have appraisal over any news decisions or changes that X, the platform, would have. So that might have been what really did it. Of course, this little interview that they did together, it really didn't help. I want to show you an excerpt. I've shown you some already, but this particular clip is really quite something. He's challenging, Veruca is challenging Elon Musk on this idea that maybe you shouldn't be pushing for DEI in the medicine business, in the medical industry, because if you're more concerned about equality in medicine, then you run the risk that you're not going to have surgeons that are as properly trained, as properly qualified to conduct surgeries, and then therefore you're going to see the result of an increasing number of deaths. And so it's obviously a pretty logical thesis, but not according to one Veruca Salt. Listen.
I believe that if we lower the standards for what it takes to become a doctor.
You're saying if we lower the standards, yes. But do you believe people are dying because the standards are being lowered?
I don't think that is, yes, an issue, but it could become an issue.
Okay. But the actual evidence in history shows the exact opposite. If you look at how minorities were treated by the medical system, most doctors now are white. And there are lots of mistakes in medicine. So you're saying that white doctors have bad medical care? I'm trying to understand your logic here when it comes to DEI, because there's no actual evidence of what you're saying.
No, I said, so if the standards, like let's say, I think that particular thing was referring to surgeons. Let's say a surgeon is asked to, a surgeon in training is asked to do a series of operations under the supervision of a senior surgeon, and they get a bunch of those operations wrong. If that happens, and yet they are still approved to be a surgeon, the probability that someone will die, I think, at some point is high.
Okay, I understand that, but that's a hypothetical. That doesn't mean it's happening.
I didn't say it's happening.
You didn't say it was happening.
I said it will. But I said if we lower standards, people will die.
But why respond to something or put something out there that has not happened? Because I could say
I don't want it to happen. I think we don't want to lower standards.
Okay, if you look at the history of the medical industry, especially when it comes to Black Americans, it shows the exact opposite. If you look at the Tuskegee experiment and all that, only 5% of doctors in America are Black. All of them are white. So are you saying that if the majority of doctors are white, are you saying that and there are still these inequities, right? And there's still mistakes. Are you blaming DEI for that?
No, I'm very basically saying that if we lower standards for what it takes to become a board certified surgeon or an oncologist or something where the kind of disease we're talking about, if you make a mistake causes someone to die, then more people will die than if we don't lower the standards. Therefore, we should not lower the standards.
But why do you think they're lowering the standards for minority doctors or women doctors? Or
that's what that article suggested. Yes, at Duke University.
Okay.
So you can feel his frustration. Can you not? You can feel it like coming right through the screen. He's kind of had it with this guy, and he's realizing, oh my gosh, did I just hire him? I just hired this idiot. And that's clearly how he sees him.